Hello everybody, it's Kim Wilson here, and I'm just back last night from Orlando from the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip, so forgive me if I'm a little brain dead this morning, but I planned a nice easy class for this month, so I think you'll enjoy just playing with stamps, ink, and paper. And for ink, we're going to use Stampin' Write markers. These are our water-based markers. We're going to do a lot of techniques with coloring right on the stamps, so using the markers to ink up our stamps. So you want to make sure for this technique that you are using water-based markers and not the alcohol markers. All right, so, and we're also playing with the new in colors. So we've got 5 new in colors in a brand new catalog, and so that's one of the favorite things to look at when we have something new. And also I wanted to point out before we get started, on page 136 is a color wheel. So if you want to try this technique with the colors you have on hand, grab your color wheel or the page on 136 and check out complementary colors, which are opposites, analogous colors, which are right next to each other, or triadic colors, which are kind of in thirds. And there's always monochromatic, which are fun as well. For this set of cards, I'm just using all 5 of the in colors, which are kind of a smattering of different colors, but they do look nice together. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Now for a nice easy card, I use the note cards and envelopes because they're already pre-scored and cut and ready to go. So let's see, if you have a kit, you'll have all your pieces, and I do have extra kits, so if you want a kit, they're just $15, and just let me know and I'll send one out to you. And if you don't have the particular stamp set we're using, paper tags, you are welcome to try whatever you have. I would recommend, though, for the marker technique is something bold, a little more bolder. If you have a real fine line design or for your sentiments or pictures, doesn't work quite as well. And I also do recommend the rubber stamps. They work better for the marker techniques as well. So let me get my card folded and scored and ready to go here. Okay, so we're doing a couple of different techniques on this card. We're going to marker our stamp with multiple marks, multiple colors. Okay, so I've got my little scrap here. We've got this really cute large stamp that cuts out with a die, but I'm just going to use kind of the center bit, and then because I have a small card here and I want to take advantage of this technique here. So let me grab my markers out, and when you're markering with multiple colors, I would start with the lighter colors first. So let me kind of put these in order of brightness and start with the lighter ones first. And I'm just inking up the actual sentiment of the stamp. So we'll start on the top and add a little bit of cloud cover, and then a little bit of Darling Duckling. And I am using the brush tip and kind of brushing it on because that is the way to save my tips, just to brush lightly on. And then we've got Timid Tiger, and then my favorite, Returning Strawberry Slush. And then, I think I better add a little more of that because I'm running. Don't want to run out of space here. Okay, and then the very last one, Secret Sea, which is really cool. It looks almost black. It is so dark, but it's got a little touch of navy in it, which is cool. Okay, and color on your thumb too, of course. All right, now these might dry, so I'm giving it a little huff to get that ink rejuvenated and stamp it. And let's see how I did. A little splotchy, but it's good. I've got all the words. May your day be filled with sunshine and laughter, so that's good. Let me grab my paper snips, and I just kind of went around the words, kind of just in a strange oblong kind of just wavy fashion here, just to give it some interest. You can play with that however you like, or if you have this stamp or something similar, you might want to just stamp it straight and keep it as a square or rectangle or whatever shape you have. So I'm just gonna mount that on my little piece of strawberry slush here. And then in the center of my card, we'll get that on there. Okay, and it looked a little plain to me, so since we're using marker techniques, I thought we'd add a little doodling. And on my sample, I kind of used 3 of the colors, and I kind of combined some techniques. I did want to show you some techniques here. Wavy lines with dots looks nice. Wavy lines with like a cross, kind of a double line there, or just the wavy lines like doubled up like that. You can come up with different ways to make your doodling. I'm just going to grab, what do I grab here? I'm just going to grab the darker color, which is Secret Sea, and my my other tip, which is the bullet tip. And I think I'm just going to use the wavy lines because I'm really tired. I've been doing laundry all day because we had such a busy trip. We were at the Disney parks all day long for 6 days. So I am so tired. All right, there's just wavy lines. But anyways, you can play around with that technique, and even on your envelope, use your Stampin' Write markers. I'm going to go with the bullet tip again. Do a little flower. So these are great for doodling. I am a terrible artist, which is why I usually use rubber stamps. But if you have any artistic coloring talent, you can, I'm sure, come up with a better way of doing this than I did. But anyways, it's really fun to play with doodling with the water-based markers, which we call Stampin' Write markers. And just grabbing the 5 in colors with the markers, of course, is a little more cost efficient too. You can play with those, decide which colors you want to invest in with the ink pads. So, one card done, really easy. Oh, I had another piece here someplace I wanted to show you, an alternate, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. So, this is if you wanted to step it up and get the dies as well, this is one of the dies that comes with the bundle, getting it as a bundle. So this cute little outline and some dies that make this little label. So you could do the same technique and then put your label on it like that. So, and just another way to do that. All right, signing off for this card, and we'll get back to the next one in just a minute.